Over here, Initiate.
These wood elves and their forest spirits. It is good to see you, my friend. Greenshade is far more exciting place than Raz expected. He hears now that the Staff of Magnus has been stolen, as if these rebellious Bosmer were not trouble enough. Not yet, but it is possible. The elves in this part of the Valenwood do not follow King Camoran. They claim to be subjects of the Wilder King, some forest spirit no one has ever seen. They mock the Dominion, and call we do not know. The Battle Reeves sent a soldier, Hazazi, to negotiate with the Bramblebreach clan, but he has made no progress. Now Raz needs to hunt for the Staff of Magnus, so he asks you, will... The Bramblebreach village is just south of Marbrook. Hazazi is there. He likes to complain, but he's a good soldier. He just needs someone with a more sophisticated negotiation style. And by the time you get back, Raz will have a lead on the staff. This one does not understand Bosmer clan politics, but as Raz hears it, the clans of this part of Valenwood have always been wild. So, Greenshade is the heart of Valenwood. It is very dangerous.
I heard an interesting story the other day.
Buying, selling, trading.
We've got almost everything. Aha, a guest. How wonderful. I wonder, would you help my friend and I with a little experiment? We are reconstructing animals. Dead ones, of course. Wouldn't do such a thing to live ones. That would be barbaric. Not to mention impractical. Specifically, we are creating an elixir that will cause small dead animals to wriggle about as if alive. Well, as it turns out, we're fresh out of parts. Rat parts, I mean. I need you to bring us the head, legs, body, and tail from 4 different rats, so we can combine them into an animated rodent assemblage. Oh, I know the whole thing seems rather rash and improbable, doesn't it? But our methods get results. Bring back the rat parts and we'll have a little rodent scurrying about in no time. Why, it'll be almost like... There is a reason for this. One I would prefer to forget. It involves an early experiment with my associate. An experiment that failed horribly. It's not as simple as you may assume, however. When the two of us are involved, nothing is ever simple. No, no, please meet us outside the Fighters Guild. We must set up our experiment there.
A house of stone? But how did they get the stone to move? I wonder if I could climb it. You're no fun.
my friend! How good it is to see you!
Pretend we're old friends catching up after a long absence. I don't want to blow my cover just...
Great acting.
I need an assistant to do some delicate tasks, and you've got the right look about you. I'm part of an undercover investigation into a string of thefts in Marbrook. The artisan targets local Altmer, so I draw suspicion. We must capture the artisan before the Queen is targeted. Take my...
You approach knowing what you want. I was once like that not that long ago. Please share some gold with poor Kurlit. Kurlit hears and sees much, but it is difficult to recall when one's stomach rumbles so. Alas, he does not have the coin for food. 1,000 blessings. This one's night eye has not failed him yet. Kurlit caught a glimpse of a Bosmer sneaking into the bank.
No chance to have a look.
I sell to the nobility.
The law of meat, hide, and bone obligates us to use every fleshy thing in the air, on the earth, and beneath the sea. Hence the superiority of Bosmer leathercraft.
It's hard to avoid it. Between you and me, I hope the artisan never gets caught.
Because the thief's obviously a Bosmer. It would only strain relations in the Dominion, further than they've already been strained. Bosmer culture considers theft to be an art, and the closer the object to the victim's heart, the better the theft. And there's more than a few Bosmer who are unhappy with the Altmer building Marbrook and Valenwood.
Animal husbandry. One of the few jobs here that doesn't violate the Green Pact. But Marbrook's where the money is. You know what I think? That old banker Talqua paid a thief to steal from the rich Altmer so they'd pay to keep their valuables with them. Well, the artisan only targets Altmer who don't use the bank. And don't forget, Talqua has that Bosmer apprentice of his to take the fall.
Zuzek thought Marbrook was a brand new city, but it is very popular already. Even the royalty visit. Oh, it is your lucky day. This one recently came into possession of one of the artisan's messages, written in his own... Zuzek does not run a charity. He has kittens to feed. As the artisan's infamy grows, his signature will become highly valuable. A wise choice. Zuzek's mate was furious when this one paid much for the note. She thinks it worthless. We know otherwise, no? Yes, the Bosmer religion does not allow the use of paper, so they use animal hides instead. Not many use it in Marbrook.
Finest merchandise around.
At least I'm getting something done.
Buying and selling.
Everything is here. Wonderful. Allow me a moment to apply. Now we address the practical applications of this marvelous elixir. If you will help us one last time, I will increase your compensation. My associate and I have a mischievous nature. It is through this nature we show our affection for our friends. Our close friend Kalima is, as Timaway would say, a grumpy bug. We want to lift her spirits. Place these squirmy rodent things in her backpack in the corner. She'll be back shortly, and then we'll see the fruits of our labor. Timaway and I have a wager. He expects her to double her...
Comrade, a word.
The second stage is the most important. What use is magical inquiry if it cannot foster relationships? Excellent. Here's your payment. I expect our dear friend will be back any moment. So if you would like to stick around, it's sure to be an entertaining spectacle.
Oh, what is that? Adamir, Timmy, I will kill you both.
I apologize in advance for any delay in service. My apprentice Nidras went upstairs to attend to personal business. Have I ever? There's been a steady stream of Altmer depositing valuables here since the thefts began. I'd like to see that. I'm an expert in security. No one can enter the bank without keys, and only I...
If you need banking services, my master Talqua can assist you downstairs. Ah, working with Scylla. I noticed you making friends in the market. If you figured it out, there's no use keeping up pretenses. My initial plan was to exercise the right of theft. I steal precious objects from the Altmer, then demand they leave Marbrook for their return. It turns out the Altmer don't respect the rights, so I return them. Now, I simply let Altmer hatred do the job for me. You'll know soon. Now, I tipped off the guards that the artisan was in the bank.
Did you find out who the artisan is? The bankers. Why didn't I see it before? You have my thanks for finding him. The bastard returned the stolen items to the wrong houses. He then sent anonymous letters to the victims framing the owners for the crime. They too easily believe their neighbors stole from them, and we've only just been able to prevent any violence. I appreciate the help. According to the letters, the items are in houses across Marbrook.
friend tells me something stirred up the Wood Orcs again.
Halt, thief! Aha! I caught you red-handed, artisan. Pinning the blame on someone else? I won't fall. You know Sinar? Well, this doesn't prove anything. You might have heard an excellent idea. I was just about... Captain, I bring great news.
I'm afraid you have me mistaken.
Captain Sinar, I have detained the artisan. No time to thank me. I must return to my rounds.
I'd strike you. I can't believe he just blew my cover. Please tell me you have good news. Thanks, Stendar. Things were getting tense. I know you're not the artisan, thanks to our careful investigations. You're free to go now. We'll return the items back to their original owners.
You're no fun.
Every home requires a personal touch, and this one has personally touched.
Now, you're not as famous as Narcissus Dren or Invest.
First hold, so much death. I hear the place still smells of fire and death.
Dark moons. These crazy Bosmer make no sense. Hazazi comes to negotiate on behalf of Queen Irene, to hear their grievances, and all they do is dance and jest. Hazazi has only been here a short while, and already he hates this village. What negotiations? These dungy elves don't want talk. They say they only answer to the Wilder King. Who is this? Who knows? They'd rather pull Hazazi's tail than give him a straight answer. It's not fair. Hazazi always gets the... Hazazi likes this idea. If you can just get the Bramble Breach to make sense, this one will be impressed. Hazazi thinks it's a wild guar chase, but if you want to try, speak with their tree thane. May you have better luck than Hazazi.
I have many fine goods.
I didn't think I was being disrespectful. Sometimes people are just impossible to understand.
Progress is slow, but steady.
Another tourist. Rare to have so many visitors in this part of the Valenwood, didn't you hear? It's much safer behind the shiny new walls of Marbrook. Even King Camoran hesitates to venture into the court of the Wilder King. Negotiate? About what? Oh, I know. You want us to bow to your queen and... Ha! Sure. Let me just pull him from my satchel. You people don't understand. Not in person, but I don't doubt the Wilder King exists. He speaks to me in the I could tell you, but how do I know you're trustworthy? You ask us to share your enemies, but will you share ours? The wood orcs are a plague. We can't seem to be lurchers. Take seeds from the shimmering tree in the village and plant them in the orcs' camp. In a few minutes, they'll sprout out with a vengeance. The orc chieftain won't surrender so easily, though. Just kill him. Don't bother coming back here until you've run off the orcs. I've got important business to attend to. Huh.
Can you believe that tree thane? Was the tree thane as rude to you as she was to me? All I asked was how one might get an audience with the Wilder King. But the way she reacted, you would have thought I was trying to slaughter her. She did? That's funny, because Ander and I offered to drive the orcs away and she turned us down. I don't know. I didn't say that. Oh, I'm Aranias. Maybe you've read my book. We'll just have... If you want. Oh, one more thing. Ander scouted out the orcs' camp pretty extensively. He might have some useful observations if you are. Of course not. He's mainly... There seem to be a lot more rumors than any real facts. Some say he's a man. Me? I was born and raised...
I spent several hours watching the wood orcs and evaluating their weaknesses. As a whole, their strength is... By the look of his scars...
touch me, vampire! I may fall today, but by Onsi's bright blade, I will take you with me.
Please, just listen. I'm not allied with those grave robbers. If you keep this up, those wounds will...
Look, more corpses! Well done, Wayfarer. Look there on the door. The Imperial Watch sigil. Draugr King must have used Tuwaka's gaze to unlock it.
How far down does this room go, Shamaria? Surely they found enough bones up here to fill those urns they brought.
I do not know. No Pyre Watch Sentinel has ventured.
Look, more sigils. Perhaps they correspond to the one on the door.
You may be right, Vampire. Look around. Another sealed door, but no statues or sigils. Any ideas, Blood Drinker?
A few. The corresponding sigils may be in another room. We should have a look around. Perhaps in that vault to the north? Never mind. Shalaria managed to capture one of the Draga.
No magic lantern with him. Farther into the cave. You'll never catch him, Reinrad. Not before he...
Before he what? Godless dogs doing you.
across there. I can sense it, crawling up my spine. Something profoundly evil lurks here.
Now!
Attack! Our patron demanded the remains of the Grey Host.
My fight.
A fight you would have lost. I don't expect gratitude, but you're welcome all the same.
Fenorian, I understand why you did what you did. One day I will make my peace with it. In the meantime, I will put the life you saved to good use.
I trust you will, Shalaria. As for me, I have some investigating to do. Starting with this mysterious patron Kjalnar mentioned.
Whoever they are, I suspect they've already gotten what they wanted. The Draugr smuggled a great many urns out of the grave before you arrived. Tu'whacca, help us all.
can't remember her name. The pretty one with the beard.
We should throw dice for gold. Interesting.
So the Wood Elves have a friend who's not afraid to fight. Good. Give me your best. Did you hear something?
My scouts came back singing your praises. They said the Wood Orcs broke quickly after you killed Chieftain Thragdosh and unleashed the Guardians. I wasn't exactly expecting you to succeed. Seems there's more to you than meets the eye. And you're worried I won't hold up my end of the bargain? No, I keep my promises. You got rid of those parasitic orcs. You've earned the right to petition the Wilder King for an audience. I hope I haven't given you a sense of false hope, though. Bosma around here petition the Wilder King for an audience all the time, and he rarely responds. More than likely, you're simply wasting your time. Suit yourself. Just south of my home, you'll find the petitioning stone. Just touch it. Probably nothing will happen. If he wants to speak with you, though, he'll appear when you touch that stone. I never said it was complicated. Besides, by scaring off those wood orcs, you just might have improved your chances. The Wilder King sees these things, you know. All right, run along now, and may the forest part to reveal your path.
Welcome to my court, outsider. Since you entered my domain, I have watched your actions with keen interest. You have been generous with my people and more patient than I expected. But I still cannot gather one thing. Why have you come? Again, not what I expected. I think I've heard of this Old Merry Dominion, but I don't see how inclusion in this group would appeal to me or to the people in my domain. Aligning with you would only alienate us from others. Interesting. You think we have common enemies? My only enemies are those who would seek to harm Valenwood. Let us test your theory, though. Show me one of these enemies of whom you speak, so I might better understand. Use the other stone pillar, the one on the platform behind us. Touch that stone pillar and an apparition will appear. One of your enemies, as you say. Fight this enemy so that I might see its true nature.
Strike us down, but the Veiled Heritance will always rise again.
Zazi is finished with this village.
I sense the darkness in the heart of the one you fought, but he has already been defeated, has he not? And those like him, they may not all share his darkness. You should have me call these people enemies, though. The Veiled Heritance. Yes, I am familiar with this distinction as well. There is one among this group who has come to Valenwood to see me, and I find her curious. She is one who has been blessed with fascinating gifts. Gifts I cannot afford to ignore. You would know her.
We have much need of someone like you, Aranias.
Yes, young one. We have a problem in the Valenwood that will require your talents specifically.
I would be honored to help however I can.
An opportunity has arisen to strike a devastating blow to the Dominion, to divide the Bosmer.
The Bosmer in Greenshade claim allegiance not to King Camoran, but to a man they call the Wilder King.
Killing this Wilder King will drive the Bosmer mad. He is very elusive, though, so I will need your help to find him.
You realize we are entrusting you with an important task, I hope, my dear.
Of course, Lady Estria, you can count on me.
As you've just seen, the young girl Aranias is associated with the Veiled Heritance. Until I know more about her, I hesitate to call her an enemy. I will have more insight soon, though. Even now, Aranias is on her way to my throne. So she believes. But there may be a greater truth to her purpose here. You may not like this, but I sense the same is true of you. Like the branches of a grat oak, I believe that Aranias' destiny, my destiny, and your destiny are all intertwined. I cannot yet see how these events will play out, but I do know that like Aranias, you must come deeper into the forest. You must eventually come to my throne, but not yet. Each of us is a strand to be spun into the story of Valenwood. You should... Yes. Traveling through Valenwood is a funny thing. It may take them many days to find the path to my throne. You have all the time you need. Find the Spinner's cottage and speak to Morrowind. Safe journeys, my friend.
My brother was stationed at First Hold. Thank you. Sorry, not doing any business today. You found it where? Wait, you brought the axe back? It's here with you? Absolutely not. Get it away from here, immediately. I cursed that axe myself. It draws spirits and undead like flies to honey. Of course. I wanted them out of the mine, out of Greenshade. You see what they do to the forest everywhere they go. They cut down everything in sight. Although if you're standing here, I suppose the axe worked. No, that's not necessary. Now that it has served its purpose, I'll simply remove the enchantment. You can keep... Now, let's see about this curse.
Buying and selling.
Done. Good as new.
Busy.
There, that's done. The curse is gone. Now the only danger... Absolutely! You've brought the best news I've heard in several weeks. Enjoy your trophy.
What have we here?
Mind your own affairs.
There's an urgent task for you.
Cormount was like a wasp's nest. You were a bold one to shove your hand inside.
Master Merrick, where are you?
I heard that someone released King Lelorian from the lightless oubliette.
I really need this to work. But what to give? What to give?
You there. Wait for a moment, if you would. Pardon the interruption. I've been looking for you. Not me, but I have something for you. A letter. Confidential. Private. I have it here somewhere. Ah, yes. Here it is. Interesting. I'm also supposed to extend a verbal invitation to visit the lighthouse. Odd that they didn't just put that. Yes, the Anvil Lighthouse, just up the way. The sender ordered me to direct you there after I handed over the letter. I'm glad I found you. Emily Crow? Do you know her? I gave her a letter right there on the Anvil docks. I have no idea where she went in such a hurry, but she seemed to... Farewell.
Come closer and let me look into your eyes. Nothing to say? I can appreciate that. Silence is the music of Sithis. So perhaps you will serve... Splendid. We shall see how well you marry business with... I grant you access to the Blade of Woe. Sharper than any... In return, I expect only unwavering loyalty and ruthless efficiency. Now, let us discuss it. The Imperial noble, Lord Quintus Gerol, has been marked for death by the Black Sacrament. Your task is that isn't... Excellent. Our unholy matron and the one true bride of... There will be time enough for more questions after you... The Black Sacrament is the ritual by which a client procures the Dark Blood. To put it simply, yes. The Blade of Woe is the ebony dagger of our brother. To put it simply, yeah. The wise traveler asks for directions before the path diverges. Killing requires few special skills, but reaching a series of smuggler tunnels run. The Withered Rose?
What do you want?
I refuse to see an alchemist. You want to meet a neighbor?
When accounts lay fallow for decades, there's no harm in skimming. If only... Are you here about the job? To forestall any You mean you aren't here about the notice? Well, allow me to explain. I'm so glad you came along. I've chartered a ship. When you're ready, meet me there. Here, I'll mark your map. Bring some lockpicks. They sell them here if you don't have any. Oh, and wear something warm. Let's talk about details when we rendezvous. It's not that I don't trust you. I've never had a partner. I mean, well, I paid for a ship in advance. I didn't realize how far I'd have to look to find a suitable partner. For the job, I mean.
What is it?
Come, do your... Seriously, Quintus. I appreciate you providing a favor.
My apologies, Governor Fortunata. But there's no safer place south of Baron's Wall than right here. Vermin notwithstanding.
I don't know, Fortunata. This place seems to suit you.
That's no way to speak to your betters, Count Carolus. Speaking of which, when are you going to finally turn Kvatch over to a proper ruler? Your people deserve so much greater than you.
My lord and lady, please. We have a more pressing concern, and it affects us all.
Careful, Quintus. I won't be spoken to in such a manner. But you're right. The Dark Brotherhood grows stronger and threatens everything we've built here.
I forgot to mention, Primate Artorius sends his regrets, but Cathedral business forced him to remain in Kvatch. He indicates that he will support whatever we decide.
I rule Anvil with an iron glove, but you let that glorified priest walk all over Kvatch, Count Carolus.
I govern. Patrol Kvatch until the murderer is apprehended.
Haven't the last few murder victims been suspected members of the Dark Brotherhood? Perhaps if we do nothing, this murderer will solve our problem for us.
I refuse to allow a vigilante to freely stalk the streets of my city. That is why I allowed Artorius to expand the Order of the Hour's authority.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think you and Artorius were building an army. Should I be worried, my dear Count?
Count Carolus, can we at least get your assurance that the Order will return to the Cathedral once this threat is resolved?
Primate Artorius gave me his word, and I give you mine.
And why should I trust either of them, Quintus? What good is their word when I find the Order at Anvil's walls?
That won't happen, Fortunata. We're not empty.
He has the same needs and desires as any other.
Lord Quintus, intruders have penetrated the estate. We need to move the three of you immediately.
Don't be alarmed, my friends. We've prepared for any contingency. Commander, secure the halls. Make sure no one follows us.
Of course, my lord. We'll find the intruders.
Show yourself, assassin. Or are you another one of those Brotherhood cowards who prefers to strike from the shadows?
We know that Quintus Gerald. We have been watching you. Not far. The Black Door will pose a question. Not that it concerns you, but Vardenfell continued. Just a little business I had to attend to. The Brotherhood isn't that petty. I am the Black Hand.
You must be the new initiate. The speaker sent word that you were on your way. And this is for you, shrouded armor. The uniform of... We are all brothers and sisters. Children of the Night Mother and our dread father. Even lone assassins need a family. Introduce yourself to the others. Explore the sanctuary. Meet the others. At least the ones currently. Where did you... Oh, they were discussing that at the noble's estate, were they? Bah. We're investigating the matter. It's not true. Few have the audacity.
Ah, I heard we had a new initiate on the premise. She did. Interesting. I wonder what she's planning this time. Well, I'm certain. Aren't you familiar with the... And you as well, initiate. I look forward to interviewing you at length. Perhaps, depending upon what you mean by something and me. Rest assured, whatever musings and observations I record herein are strictly confidential. Now this one I know I've written down. Study the 5 tenets. Learn such a curious mind. Then listen.
So you're the new initiate. You're certainly cuter than the last one. And why wouldn't she, darling? I am her favorite after all. As a matter of fact, I'm everyone's favorite. I'm sure you'll agree soon enough. Anyway, forward. Believe me, this is my shy and unimposing side. After all, we wouldn't want to give my beloved Simbar the wrong idea, would we? Find me later, and I'll show you what forward really looks like. Oh, you really are too easy, my darling. Oh, there's nothing noble about you shouldn't know anything, darling. Sweet mother, sweet... Our mother hears the prayer and whispers to the listener. The listeners... this just got much...
So you're the new recruit, huh? Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. I just believe in full disclosure. We've lost an initiate and a fully trained assassin recently. Sure you can. So could Derisa. She still ended up face down in an ant. The Dark Brotherhood has been good to me. They taught me to focus my anger. Oh, New Blade, there are all... Oh, it's a long and sordid tale, full of romance and... Oh no, that was just the beginning of my story. I was young and... Well, it wasn't sunshine and camel milk, but I survived. Met some people. Hey, I had to make a living. I was...
It's all right, little one. Just a new smell. Your new brother or sister must be here. Do you want to meet them? Come on now, Hilda. Don't be shy. Sorry, she can be skittish around strangers. New brother! Welcome! Of course! Oh, that's not a werewolf. Well, Hildegard is like the little sister I never had. We assume I'm a skilled hunter. Taming animals. Well, you know, there are some things we just don't talk about. I always like... Indeed I did.
Well met, brother. I coordinate. Did she now? Are you sure? Don't repeat what I say. It annoys me. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, your trip. I don't expect you to last a week, but as long as you're still here. Ready for your first Not everyone appeals to the Dark Brotherhood through the Black Sacrament. For those with copious, typically you'll consult the ledger marked for death. Travel to the city of Kvatch. What are you standing around for? I'm not.
Light. It really was a blessing from Zenithal?